All right, let's get this motherfucking pod started.
Let's get into it, dude. What is it? Is it June still?
Yeah, it's June 27th.
Tomorrow's, June 27th.
Yeah, so this will have come out.
Welcome.
It'll be, dude. This comes out on July 4th. I'm pretty sure. Next Thursday is July 4th.
Look at that, dude.
Yeah,
Oh, no, that's the presidential. I fucked that up.
What do we sing on the 4th of July?
Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah.
And I'm proud to be an American. I don't know what that one is, but that's the one that used to bring tears to my eyes when I was a kid.
That one goes hard. What's
dude,
the one?
And I proudly stand up. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I'll cry right now, Brandon.
Dude, I love that shit. You get that going at like a sporting event too.
Oh, yeah, dude.
In the third quarter, everyone's pissed.
So we have the national anthem.
Yes.
Oh, say, can you see? Is that the Star Spangled Banner?
No, the star. What? Let me look it up. Star Spangled Banner, because that's for sure the national anthem. The Star Spangled Banner is called. Oh, say, can you see? Okay, so it is the same thing.
Okay.
The national anthem is the Star Spangled Banner.
But there's another one so there's Proud to be an American, and I think there's a third one that we often hear.
What's the one where it's like to the shores of Gallipoli, and they have
wait, like in the ocean, in the mountains.
Yes, yeah.
It's like the ocean. White with foam, God. It's God Bless America.
God Bless America.
So there's God Bless America,
yeah.
Star Spangled Banner, and Proud to be an American. Rank them. By the way, you're not going to be unpatriotic in any order because they're all American. I know you want to do national anthem first, but it's simply not the best.
No, it's remind me of the names of them again.
Proud to be an American.
Proud to be American is
God Bless
one.
America, Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah, Proud to be American #1, because it's the part we sang, the stand
up. Stop, because I don't have tissues.
Yeah.
We have to stop, dude. Next to you, and you look at your boy like, dude, we're gonna fucking be Navy SEAls one day. We're like in 6th grade.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
But then if you look at the next two, if we're going, then we have God Bless America, and which is the national anthem. No.
National anthem is Star Spangled Banner.
Star Spangled Banner. So we have those two.
Oh, Jose. It's a song about a Spanish guy.
Mm-hmm, yeah, it was written by Jose Alexander.
Yeah. So I would go Proud to be American #1.
Mm-hmm.
Bury me to that song.
Yes.
I want that to play at my funeral when I'm getting
100%.
low. Proud to be American. And then it's got to go Star Spangled Banner, our national anthem, God Bless in third, but close third.
But I just think to like Francis Key Scott writing that as the bombs are bursting in air, like the significance, freedom after that. You got to go #2 over #3.
I tend to agree with that. And then honorable mention to Canada. I don't know if you've been to a hockey game.
Oh, Canada?
That's dude, kind of a big. My dad, I used to go to Kings games with my dad, and he would belt "Oh Canada." That's a veteran, dude. That's an American veteran, dude. You can't listen. In America, there's one thing we appreciate. It's a well written melody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Canada. I don't know the rest. But on the O Canadas, I come in hot.
Yeah, you gotta pick your points, go in, get out. Like a seal, dude.
And I think of like that guy. There's a famous dude that sings, and he doesn't. I don't know if he does O Canada, but he sings the national anthem on skates for the Blackhawks every game. He's like a legend. Have you seen this guy?
Oh yeah, I have seen.
And
this
there's
guy, yeah.
And then like before the game, they have the red carpet because like people come out and like they'll ring the bell, and they walk and they don't want them to slip on the ice. And so this guy, he skates around and he jumps over the red carpet. But there was one where like on the chorus, he was skating backwards. God bless, hits the carpet and just smacks his head on the ice, dude. It's rough. But then the people like just go when he gets up, when like the ambulance gets him off the ice. I mean, not a dry eye in the crowd.
Yeah. You gotta get hyped behind that. We have like honorable mentions too of American songs that aren't technically a national anthem, but
like, the single ladies. That's an anthem.
Red Solo Cup. That gets like an American group going.
Let's have a party. That's a good one. Yeah.
Born in the USA. I know that's like that sounds like anti-American. Technically,
it is. That song is anti-American, but it was so good that they would play it for like I think Reagan came out to like the 80 debates, like down, now, and it's just like talking about how shitty we are, but. Yeah, that's I'm trying to think of songs that just get Party in the USA.
Party in the USA, yeah, and that one literally.
Yeah, dude, that's a good. Oh my god, that's so good. And I want to say, maybe I shouldn't say. Well, yeah, I'll say it. I jacked off to that when I was 12. That music video.
Yeah,
Maybe
okay.
I wasn't 12, but I was a kid.
Yeah, you're a kid. Yeah, I
was
get
a
that.
kid.
Yeah, horny kid activities.
Yeah, I was a kid.
Yeah, I'm trying. Are there any other like maybe like Country Roads
I was gonna say Country Roads.
that gets people
Country
going?
Roads is a good one. Yeah. Come Together, the Beatles. They're not American though.
No,
But
that one's like slow. I mean, the Beatles are generational, but
yeah,
I feel like that the next like the TikTokers is what we refer to them kind of as.
yeah.
That gen does not like listen to the Beatles.
I don't know, man. You see that Jen? They just came out with that Cranberry remix. Do you have to let it linger?
Yeah.
You know I'm such a fool for you. I'm sorry, dude. Sometimes I can't
when you sing.
turn it off. But I don't know who's like. There's no because like Greta Van Fleet is like a newer rock band, but they're just copying Led Zeppelin. And what pisses me off about them? Do you know these guys?
Yes.
What pisses me off about them is they'll hit like a Led Zeppelin Who. Like, you got to acknowledge it, dude. You're really talented. Your music's cool. You sound just like Robert Plant. Just fucking say it.
Yeah.
You're selling out arenas. You don't have to say, I stole it, but like, yeah, I see how I sound like him.
Yeah, or just be like, yeah, like he was one of my influences.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could hear like there's safe PR answers you get, but it is funny to be like, I don't even know who that is.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
You remember that rapper Hobson? He would have like
oh
would
yeah,
put
do the
white,
ill mind of Hobson.
Yeah.
You got beef with Tyler the Creator and shit.
Yeah, and he would put like contacts in, so all you could see is his pupils. It's very scary.
Yeah.
Well, they compared him to Eminem. I was watching like an interview, and they're like, the guy's just like straight up, did you listen to a lot of Eminem? You sound just like Eminem. And I'm like, what the Hobson? And he's like, yeah, it's crazy that you say that. Like, he's all I listened to was Eminem, and like he's such an influence to me.
Yeah.
And then I hear it, and I'm like, yeah, I can kind of see how it's like he like the yelling rap that Eminem would do.
It's very similar
type of thing.
But it's also just as like, I don't know, not a lot of stuff is very original, and everyone does a little bit of someone. You know what I mean? Even in comedy, it happens all the time too.
You know who was original? Who came on the scene was that girl Billie Eilish. I had never heard anything. That song "Bad Guy."
Yeah.
That was like, I don't even know how to dance to that. Like, I don't even know what to do when that song's on.
Yeah.
Dude. But that's like very unique. I'm nor here nor there on her. I like some of her shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Billie Eilish is a cool story. Her and her brother just started making beats in their room and just fucking put one out, and
that's so cool.
Skyrocket.
I love. It's always fun to have an artist have a cool story.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks when you're like, yeah, man, I had a good life.
Well, you hear Post Malone, and they're like, dude, what's the bag? Like, how did you get your voice so cool? Auto-tune. How did you think of that cool name? A rap generator. Like, how did you learn how to play the guitar? I loved Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this guy is just a dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, there's no, like he's clearly an artist, but he's also like very clear. He's like, I'm a machine. I sit down, I listen to beats, and I just put them out through auto-tune.
Yeah.
Like, he's talented. He's very cool the way he speaks about himself.
Yeah, he's not full of himself,
No.
but he's not also doing that. Because sometimes artists pretend to be so negative that it's like a cool thing. Like, I'm really just nothing.
When Justin Bieber came out with that song about how lonely he is, I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up. Do you think people are listening to this and relating? Like, oh, Justin understands me. No, you have 5 followers on Instagram. Justin doesn't understand you at all.
No. Yeah, and also Justin could literally put out the bat signal for a woman, and there'd be 25 outside his door within an hour if he put.
But he's like happily married.
Yeah.
How can you make a song about how lonely you are when you're happily married
to
a piece?
Yeah.
She's a Baldwin, which means you have 50 fucking new uncles, dude. You're not lonely. You're fine. You have a support group. You're fine, Biebs.
Yeah, he'll be.
Justin Bieber, and we know you're listening. You're gonna be okay. We'd love to have you on.
Yeah, he'd be a good guest.
I'll say that. Biebs would be a great dog.
He's a good dog.
Yeah. Probably bored. Be a real snooze fest, but.
Yeah.
Because I remember he went on like, Bieber went on like, what's the big one? The big like, not Charlemagne the God, but like Big Boy, the other one.
Big Boy Neighborhood.
Yeah, Big Boy's Neighborhood. Okay,
yeah,
so he was on that, leaned up. Like he was like just sipping on lean, like so fucked. Yeah, I love music. I'm thinking about quitting. Like, that's what Bieber was saying. It was like so fucking like, this guy's trying to be Lil Wayne, dude. Like,
damn.
So annoying. He's so annoying. Bieber throwing eggs at his neighbors from his fucking mansion. You remember that in Calabasas?
Yeah, he's been famous for so long and so young that shit does feel ages ago. It's and he was a kid too.
Well, he's even, I'm talking shit about the way he was 10 years ago. He's fucking fine now. He seems to mind his business. And also, like, when I was his age, I didn't have a camera in my face.
Totally. He's also only 30, which is wild.
Yeah, he's my age. It's crazy.
Yeah, because he feels like he should be 50.
It feels like he's younger than me always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Well, because he was all, yeah. Because how old are you? You're 30.
30, dude. And I'm at the point, Brandon, let me tell you this. You're what, 25?
26.
Okay. So this is kind of happening to you too. But I'm at the point where, like, there's a couple athletes older than me. Like, I'm watching these sports and I'm like, look up Evan Phillips. He's a closer for the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look at his age.
Okay.
Just tell me how old he looks to you. Evan Phillips, closer for the Dodgers.
Jeez, he looks like a fucking, yeah, I mean, that guy looks young as fuck.
Evan Phillips?
Yeah.
Show me a picture.
29 years old.
Show me. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. We're not on the same page then.
I thought like a young kid.
In those pictures, maybe, but I'm watching him pitch. I'm like, this guy's like 40. I looked it up. He's younger than me.
Yeah, that does suck.
It was crazy to me. And like Bryce Harper's younger than us. Maybe not you. How old's Bryce Harper? Look that up. I think he's younger than me.
Bryce Harper is 31 years old.
Okay, he's older than me.
But still, I mean, yeah, it is weird. And there's like,
Paul Skeens. You know who that is?
Yeah, the pitcher for the Pirates.
He's the new pitcher for the Pirates.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this for a second. The fucking Pittsburgh Pirates, such a dog shit promotional organization, have this new pitcher who is the best prospective athlete playing in the game at his sport right now. Mm-hmm. It's him, Connor McDavid. That's all I know. Connor McDavid just lost in the NHL, but he's apparently like leagues above.
The MVP.
He's like as the loser.
Yeah,
has that ever happened?
It was like the 5th time ever.
Okay, yeah, he's like leagues above everybody. If he has the puck, he's probably gonna score. Like it's like insane. But yeah, this guy Paul Skeens is just like the other night. He gave up 1 run. His first pitch was a home run. Mm-hmm. After that, 16 strikeouts. He threw 106, 17 times, and just fucking was painting the corners. Went 8 innings. The Pirates didn't even tweet about him. Nothing.
That's wild.
Like nothing.
Wow.
And he's dating a superstar. Like when Washington, when the Nationals had what's his name, Verlander, and he was dating Kate Upton. That's all they were putting out, non-fucking stop. And the Nationals, like those 3 seasons, I think they were a richer team. They knew what they were doing. They made money off of that. And the Pirates are just a small market organization, and they have this is boring for the listeners. I understand that, but it's something I'm passionate about right now.
No, I like it.
You got to push it out. Like Ohtani, like the Dodgers, I mean, they are just going on a fucking marketing parade.
They also, it just jumps into the bullshit though, baseball, where there's different salary caps for each team. So like, Pittsburgh is a small market. They have no TV deals. There's no big broadcast. They make so much less money.
But they need to be doing. That's what I'm saying.
But tweeting is free.
They're
you have an intern.
You're not taking advantage of the fact that you have the best player in the league who's dating a superstar fucking model. Or what is she? A TikTok? Who's Livy Dunn?
She was the LSU gymnast. She won a national title.
How old is she?
She's like 20 probably.
Okay.
21.
Yeah, this guy Paul Skeens, dude. A year ago. From this game that I just told you about, which was 2 days ago, a year ago, he was pitching in the College World Series.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a freak. He's a freak athlete. And he just, he's on a not good team, but he's killing it. He's going to be good. I just hope his arm stays healthy. A lot of times these hard throwers like Steven Strasburg and him end up having Tommy John problems.
The elbow goes, dude. I mean, the arm is not meant to do that.
No.
That God never intended that we would be throwing faster than the speed limit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
just
insane.
Hucking little balls of like yarn wrapped around like a solid core, just kind of heavy.
This is kind of funny. Grant Adcock, there's a homeless guy that lives behind Sunset Strip. He goes by Hobbit. You've maybe seen him. He's quite popular in the streets.
Okay, yeah.
And the other day he asked Grant for an orange, and Grant brought him down an orange, and he was like, watch this, and does a crow hop and just fucking tomahawks it at a brick wall, and the orange just explodes all over Grant. Dude, it was a fucking homeless guy, dude. Yeah. Just like you gave him nutrients, and he just wanted to throw it.
I love that.
I could have gave him a rock.
Yeah, but then the rock explodes.
But he was like specific with the fruit. He's like, "Can I have an orange?"
Yeah, he's tested. He's like, lemons don't explode.
He's like, "I've done a mango. I've done a kumquat. I need an orange. That's the perfect."
The way the
one.
orange feels in my hand.
Yeah, it's a good one. It is kind of like a softball.
Yeah, that's true. I got in a physical altercation with a crackhead yesterday.
Dude, you do this.
What do you mean?
You got into a fight before.
With who?
Remember at the bar, some dude socked you in the face?
Oh yeah, but this one was me like
okay, defending yourself. Were you being accosted?
So I walk into Rocky's last night, like where I run my Wednesday show. I get there at like 7 to set up, and I open the door. And there's like a white dude, just like probably like mid 40s. I mean, he's like thicker too. Like
I want to say, when you said crackhead, I did not think North Austin.
Yeah, this is in Round Rock,
Yeah,
of all
it's
places.
crazy.
And he is in the middle of the showroom, dancing, sweating his ass off, taking his shirt off, just smiling at me. And I was like,
while the show's happening?
no, this is like when I get there to set up. And so I'm like, who is this guy?
So nobody's there.
Just the bartender. And so I look
Yeah.
up at the bartender. The only thing my brain can comprehend is like, oh, it's like a friend doing a joke,
Yeah.
or like she thought this would be funny. And I look at her and she has a look like, I need your help. So I go
Yeah.
up and I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, this guy just keeps telling me that he's on crack cocaine. And I was like, oh, okay. So he's on, no one says crack cocaine and is doing cocaine.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, you know, you would remove the crack part.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, oh, God damn it, dude. And he's just dancing. And so I go up to him and I'm like, hey, bro, we got to get like set up for a show. Do you mind just getting out real quick? You can come back later. Like, I'm just trying to get him out of here.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just want to fucking dance, bro. And I was like, okay, but like, you can't dance in here. I got to have you leave. And I slowly kind of start getting him towards the door. And then he's like still refusing to leave. And we get him in the doorway. And I'm like, hey, man, you got to go. And I try to like kind of close the door and just give like a light hand. And he grabs the door. And I was like, oh, shit, dude. Crackhead strength is real.
How big is he?
Smaller than me, probably like 5'10". You know, I'm bigger by like 3 inches and like 20 pounds. But like, dude, the
White guy?
White guy, the force he grabs the door with, I was like,
Uh-oh.
oh, whoa. Like, because he starts to open the door that I'm holding. And I'm like, oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, hey, dude, you got to get the fuck out of here. And I try to get intimidating. I'm
Yeah.
not an intimidating guy.
I mean, you have the size.
I have the size, but not
Yeah.
like the face.
No,
or like
no. You tend
the
to
aura.
smile. Yeah.
So I'm like getting in this guy. I'm like, bro, you got to get the fuck out of here now. I'm serious. Get the fuck out now.
Yeah.
And he was like, no. And I'm like, dog, if you don't get the fuck out, I'm going to beat your ass. And then he just goes, I just want to dance, which makes me laugh
Yeah.
so hard. I start laughing. So now I lose all authority.
Yeah, yeah,
And
you're
he
out.
starts dancing in
Oh,
front of me. He's like,
shit.
"Ooh."
Oh, my God.
And it's-
What was this guy wearing? I
Dude, he's wearing like a button-up, like stripe red and green shirt. Like,
to be fair, I mean, he sounds like he was ready to do crack and dance.
no, he literally goes, you guys have that Mexican music night here? And I'm like, salsa? And he goes, yes, I want to fucking dance salsa, bro. Just let me dance. And I'm like,
I'm starting to kind of think you should just let him dance.
no, dude, I'm laughing. I go, dog, I like dancing too. I go, we just can't have you dancing here. Can you please? That bar is playing music. Go dance there. And he goes, I want to dance here. And then he grabs my shirt like aggressively. And he goes, I want to fucking dance here. And he starts to push me. And this will be like the closest I ever get to having like any form of pussy PTSD. I was just like, don't touch me. And I
Yeah.
fucking heard my coach's voice and I fired my hands like up under him and just started driving him
You
back.
drove him.
I
Little
drove
pat,
him.
little run.
Well, yeah,
little
because
run
he
block.
grabbed my shirt and I started driving him, and then he started like throwing at me, and so then I dumped him on the hood of a car out in front, and I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh.
I was like, "Fuck you, dude!" And then he gets back up and he runs into me, and I'm like shoving this dude, trying to keep him out, and he's like swinging on me, and I'm like, "You can't fucking come back in here!" Like people are just watching. I'm like, "Can any of you call the cops, please?" Like people are taking videos. I'm like, "Someone fucking help me!"
God, dude.
And so,
I fucking hate humanity,
Mhm.
dude. That is so disgusting to me.
yeah.
Where like I get like at a high school when kids do that, but like
Yeah.
adults in public taking out their phone and not stopping an altercation that can result in somebody dying
Yes.
is fucking insane to me.
So I'm like, dude, help me, because then he gets back up and I throw him onto the car again, and I'm like looking, and then finally, like, because for a second people are looking at me like I'm the bad guy.
Well, there's a situation and there's a moment here where you're like, if no one's gonna help and there's no, I have to like knock him out or something.
yes, because he's not, dude. Because also the entire time he's going, I just want to dance. I just want to fucking dance. So people are kind of just like, let the man dance,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, I finally look at him and I go, he's on crack. Someone help me. And so some lady comes running up. She's smoking a joint. She's like, hey, I got this joint. You want to come smoke this
my
joint with me?
God.
And I'm like, you're a saint. And then the guy, we're like interlocked, and he looks at the lady, goes, ew, I don't smoke dope, ma'am.
What the fuck?
I was like, you're on crack right now.
Dude, it's like when you give a homeless guy a turkey sandwich. He's like, I'm a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Like, go,
Yeah.
Get fucked.
I don't want this.
Yeah.
You're homeless.
Oh my gosh, dude. So how did it end?
So like, finally,
It's crazy.
I dump him a third time, and we just lock the door, and we're like, It's early enough. People aren't coming here for the show yet. Just he'll leave. And he goes to the bar next door, and I call Brian. I'm like, Brian, I need your help. Like, I need someone who's like a little more like authoritative here.
I've seen Brian take his sweatshirt off about to fight a former NFL O lineman.
Yeah.
It was the craziest thing. And I'm thinking, like, obviously I have to help you, but it's important you know that we're both going to the hospital.
Yeah, Brian, dude. So shout out Brian, because the guy, customers start to show up, and the guy shows back up, and he bursts, and I'm like, Brian, this is the fucking guy. So Brian like quickly catches him at the door, and we take him back outside, and we're like, you can't fucking come in here. And Brian's like, dog, you don't want to do this. I'm serious, you don't want to do this. And the guy like goes to push Brian and kind of like catches Brian in the face, and Brian picks this man up and choke slams him. Like, I didn't know you could do that to another person. And he's on top of him. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. You want to die today, bitch? And I was like, oh my God.
What, did you pull him off?
I was just standing behind him like, yeah, get him, Brian, get him.
Go,
get
Dad,
him.
go, Dad.
No, I like, then like, cause now like there's a huge commotion, and there's like a guy walking by in like a uniform that's like not a cop, but he's like a security guard. Like, you know, he's like the
maybe a Mormon.
What's it called? Like the yeah. He had a bicycle helmet and a book. No, you know, like they're called like a constable.
Yeah, well, Texas has like 3 different types of cops. It's so fucking weird.
So it's like the C tier cop, and we're like, hey, do something, and he goes, miss me with this bullshit.
Fucking Barney Fife over here, dude.
Yeah, he literally, the cop guy goes, miss me with this bullshit, and we're like, you're not gonna help us? He's like, I'm not doing shit, and then Galen goes, oh, you're just a fucking Boy Scout then. And the guy was like, I'm not a fucking Boy Scout, fine. And then so that guy finally calls the cops. And
what was he?
I don't know. He just went. He was like going in next door to buy Mexican food or something.
Jesus.
So all that happens. Like we get Brian off. The guy, as soon as Brian dumps this dude, the guy gets up and is like, fine, I'll go elsewhere. Like, he got the message that he was not welcome. He leaves. Like 20 minutes later, I come outside. And the bouncers next door have this guy face first into the ground with their knees in his back. And then the cops show up and arrest him. They tell me he has assault, aggravated assault, possession of narcotics, selling of narcotics, public intoxication. Like, this guy is like a local crackhead.
Dude, but what's wild is how many chances you gave him. Like, this is a guy that wants to go to jail.
Yes.
Like, that's there's a real thing to that where like he like people, once they're in the system, I feel like that's all they know, and he can't even provide for himself anymore. And so, not like he can't get a job. He mentally can't fucking function the way he's supposed to. So now all he knows is like doing drugs, causing trouble, and then I'll go back to jail and get my meals.
Basically, it was, dude.
Because dude, like he knew how this night was gonna end. That's insane.
There was something behind his eyes where, like, again, like, he didn't have like a ton of malintent, but there was nothing that was going to go through his brain besides me being like, you can dance. That was going to he truly was just like, I'm going to dance and no one can stop me. And apparently the bartender next door said, like, before he came to our place, he was causing a problem there. Like, no one just really wants to get the cops involved. They're kind of just like, he'll leave and he's going to come back anyway.
Yeah.
He'll be back next weekend. Like, he's been arrested before.
That's crazy. I mean, that's a guy, like, eventually you just have to let the people beat him up.
Yeah.
Like, if the cops aren't going to do anything about this, then I need to be able to fuck him up.
Yeah, no.
I don't see another option.
It felt just. And then it was just bad because then there were, like, customers there watching this, and then there's not a bunch of people there, and so all that ends, and we're finally like, thank God, and these women show up, and they're kind of like drunk, you know, middle-aged 50-year-old women, white girls, like 6 of them. They go inside, and then I go inside, and I can hear, like, the mic, like an amplified voice, and I'm like, there's no one on stage.
Geez.
Dude, these ladies had a portable boombox with a microphone that they brought to the comedy show. And we're going up to like our 10 audience members and being like, so what are you drinking tonight? Oh, that's a bad drink. Oh, you're a little baby, like harassing the customers. And it, like, you know, with women, it's like the most we can be is like, don't do that, leave. And then if they're just like, no, it's like,
yeah,
cool, you win. I don't technically work here.
Yeah.
I can't, so that was like an hour. It was like an hour span of the show. And I was like, I'm going to kill myself. This is insane.
Yeah, there needs to be more vigilante justice in the streets. Honestly, I'm glad you guys have. I mean, but it doesn't sound like this guy's going to learn his lesson anytime soon.
I know, he might be back like next week, dude.
That's crazy, dude. I can't even remember the last time I had a physical. Well, I ripped a guy down the stairs at sunset once. He just wasn't leaving, and like I'm glad I held on. I was like holding him up from falling.
Yeah,
I was like as I was bringing him down, like that could have been a lawsuit. That one was tough.
I think both of us too were pretty like calm dudes on the outside and keep calm most of the time, but we both have like a snapping point, and that kind of once we snap, it's now over. A little bit.
Yeah, and we don't know. I can't. I don't know if I'm snappable anymore.
Okay, that's good.
I'm pretty composed. Like,
yeah,
I'll fire off verbally, but like to throw a punch at somebody, like,
oh yeah, I didn't punch this guy.
No,
once.
I know that.
Wasn't yelling. You're right.
I probably would have. I mean, I probably would have socked him.
I was just more worried. Like, I'm technically just the guy who runs the comedy show at this bar. Like, I don't know where that legal line crosses.
Oh no, you have no protection.
And so I was like, I'm not gonna punch this guy, and I was ready for him, like waiting. I was like, once he like throws an actual punch and I feel threatened, then I'll punch him. But like, he was swacked out of his mind. Shit.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
Yeah,
I can't believe that.
That's why I was like, shout out Brian, because he got there and he was immediately like, oh,
yeah,
I was like, thanks, Dad.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, it was a wild night at Rocky's last night.
Wow.
The show ended up being great though, like, because I had to go up and do the cold open intro after that. And I think I just went up there so earnestly and we're like, I'm going to be honest, guys. And I kind of just told them a quick summarized version and it got a bunch of laughs. And I was like, this has not been great. There's not a lot of here. Can we like move up? And the entire showroom sat in the front row and the second row. So we filled it out. And then like by the end of the first comic, all the seats were filled. Like it ended up being a fantastic show. A bunch of the lads were on that night. So
fuck yeah, dude.
It was good.
Yeah, that's a wild story. That's crazy.
Yeah, got to try and turn it into a bit.
Yeah,
I'm
sure you'll find something there.
Yeah.
I mean, it writes itself. Dude, you know, I don't know. It's something that's weird that this has happened every summer since I've been in Austin. Squirrels just drop dead here.
What?
Yeah, dude. Like this a big issue that I don't know if it's the heat. I don't know what it is, but it always happens in the summer. Like the first neighborhood I lived in, I would walk my dog, and if I wasn't paying attention to him, he would start to act. I notice when he's like acting weird on the leash, like he's walking a little slow, and I'll look down, and he's looking up at me with these eyes, and just has a dead squirrel in his mouth. And it happened at least 10 times in my old neighborhood, and then twice this summer already, my dog has come to the back door with a squirrel in his mouth, and I know he's not catching them.
That's so crazy. Yeah, I did find on Reddit, like r/Austin on Reddit, someone did post 2 years ago, been finding many dead squirrels on the ground recently. Does anyone know why? And then someone was like, I mean, people were just saying like that someone in your neighborhood is leaving out rat poison.
No, I don't. This is 2 different neighborhoods now that I'm having this problem. And I'll tell you, dude. So
where did you used to live like off like down by South First Street and stuff? Or?
No, I used to live by the campus by UT.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the heat. I mean, the heat is fucking brutal out here.
I would honestly think it's the heat. But every day I let my dog into the backyard, and we have a large backyard and many squirrels, and he just explosively runs out and chases every squirrel in the backyard until they're gone. He'll take on 2 at once, dude. He never catches one, but he just chases them. And it's my favorite part of the day. Like, I love letting my dog out the door. He just takes off. I just watch him. The other day, though, I took mushrooms, and I realized this has to be fucking insane from the squirrel's perspective. Yeah. Every day. I mean, it's like Pearl Harbor, dude. Yeah. I unlock the doors. He's back. Yeah. Dude, and my dog just comes running out. He's 115 pounds. That's Godzilla to a squirrel. Yeah. That's insane, dude. That's terrifying.
No, literally, he hears the car come into the driveway. He's like, Dad's home.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
Fuck.
It's like if you and I were having a picnic in here.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, a fucking longhorn came trotting in and puts his hoof right in the potato salad.
Or we're having a picnic and some dude's just like, I just want to fucking dance.
Yeah. Or a crackhead comes in and starts doing the salsa.
Yeah. That is. I didn't think about that.
It's like, dude, for the squirrels, it's like a small village being raided by a Viking tribe every morning.
Fuck.
They're just out there chilling. They're just collecting nuts, dude, just grazing.
Yeah.
But I love watching my dog. Dude, he's a lover until he sees a squirrel.
Yeah, it is weird how like nice a dog can be, but you can't really take the dog fully out of it.
Yeah, but he's not even trying to kill him. He's trying to bring him to me because he's a retriever. So like he was bred to sit in a blind. I shoot the duck. I whistle at him. He goes and brings me the duck. So if he sees a dead animal, he's like conditioned, like bring it to Papa.
He's like, oh shit.
And then my instinct is get that fucking thing out of your mouth. I just start screaming at him, and like he does not learn his lesson. Like,
yeah.
Why was he mad?
Yeah, he saw like the Mushu ghost of his ancestors.
Right.
Like, what did I do wrong?
Exactly. That was a great reference. Great pull for that one.
Thanks, dude. Thanks.
But
great Disney movie.
Mulan, wild that they didn't give it to Wendy Wu when they remade it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, everything about that was kind of bullshit. What do you think the best... I was talking about this with someone the other day. What do you think the best Pixar films are? I got a list of them here if you need me to go through them.
Now, I think we discussed this on here recently, but not into depth. So, me and my girlfriend just watched Inside Out. Mm-hmm. It's always going to be the earlier ones for me.
Yeah.
My heart always tells me The Incredibles, number one.
That's a classic that came out in
it's a great score.
04. It's their fifth one.
They have a good score on that, good music. I love all the different. I mean, I love Edna Mode. I love everything about that movie. It's so good. It's very funny too.
Do you like Up and Ratatouille?
I like Ratatouille.
Same guy does the same score for
nice.
Incredibles.
Ratatouille and Up have the most popular. The Up soundtrack is so classic.
Unnecessarily sad though.
Dude, they get you in the first 30 seconds when Ellie dies.
Yeah, not
immediately.
Cool. Not cool.
Immediately they get you.
It is a kid. Like I guess it is important to teach kids growth, blah, but it's just like, come on, man.
Yeah, that one's tough. Finding Nemo that one can be scary too.
Yeah.
Being lost at sea. I mean, my God.
And his mom dies in the first scene.
Mom
also,
dies
right?
again immediately.
Yeah,
that's
she
what
gets
Pixar.
Eaten by a barracuda.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, they go sad pretty quick. I think Brave was like a sad one too. Like the mom. Oh no, the mom turns into a bear.
Yeah, so Brave is technically Disney animation. Oh no, it is here. It is Pixar because there's certain movies that like Frozen and Moana.
A good
Pixar.
A good cheat is if there's any songs, it's Disney. Pixar does no songs. But with that being said, not every Disney animation is a musical.
Okay.
But if any of those Pixar ones with song, it's Disney animation. So Moana, what was the other one you just said? It was a singing one.
Frozen.
Frozen.
Yeah.
Tangled. Disney animation.
Yeah.
These are all Disney animation, not Pixar. Pixar was founded by Steve Jobs. Maybe not founded, but he was the CEO.
Yeah, he was. And then for a while, they were just like, weirdly, they were just like a company.
Yeah, so Toy Story, Toy Story 2 were just Pixar movies.
And A Bug's Life.
Bug's Life, just Pixar.
Yeah,
Bug's Life's a good one.
They're Pixar movies that were in partner with Disney.
Yeah, and then Disney
buys them
out.
Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, for Monsters, Inc.
That's that because it goes Toy Story.
See, you forget about the Monsters, Inc. is so oh my God, it's one of the best.
That's their fourth one.
Billy Crystal. Mike Wazowski, get the fuck out, dude. So good.
So good. That came out in 01, and then that's their first
Googly Bear. I fucking love that
There's
movie,
so many good fucking characters and like
Boo.
Boo, yeah.
Well, that could be a good one to see what happens to Boo. That could be the next good movie.
Mm-hmm.
This crazy bitch that just keeps talking about monsters that she's seen in her head, and she's like
in a psych ward.
Yeah, dude, that's what they should make a scary movie about Boo.
That'd be cool.
And the title's there, Boo.
Yeah, what if she gets arrested because like these monsters that she knew keep following her and they keep committing murders and she's getting framed for them, but it's not her, it's Randall.
Okay, so in Brave, there's a crazy witch that she goes to see at some random house in the woods, and that witch gives her the spell to turn her mother into a bear. There's a fan theory that witch is Boo. Whoa. Because there's like the door to her house has like because you know how they always do Easter eggs?
Yeah.
And then they were saying in the Monsters Inc. world, it's not clear on what time they're going back to and all that stuff. Now, however, like it wouldn't check out because she just had a normal like kid's room.
Yeah.
And then this was like Brave is like Scotland in like a castle.
Yeah.
But she's a witch. Maybe she moved to Scotland. I just don't know the time frame.
Yeah, maybe they're more advanced too. Like maybe Disneyland didn't have the Dark Ages, so like they had their technology in like 1100, you know?
I just realized this is Pixar, so it's not real world. If she's a witch, maybe she has a potion that can set her to a different time.
Yeah. That makes sense. I'm back on it.
Yeah. That could be. I mean, she's obviously batshit crazy. No one's going to believe her.
Yeah.
This world that she got captured by monsters.
Yeah, you're right.
You know,
that is
years
any
of therapy.
Time period, you're going to be seen as a crazy person.
No one's gonna buy that. I mean, Bonnie and Barney Hill, dude, when they said that they saw the UFO, no one believed them.
No one believed them.
Their granddaughter fights in the UFC.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. I only know that because she was on Rogan.
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah, but Betty and Barney Hill were the interracial couple too. First ones to see a UFO out in New Mexico.
Roswell. Yep.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm looking at this Pixar list. They have maybe like, I think they have like 20 something movies, and I think they maybe got 3 bad ones.
What are the 3 bad ones?
Cars 2 is not good.
Okay.
It's like, have you seen it?
Cars 1 guy.
Yeah, Cars 1, and even Cars 3 is like all right, but Cars 2.
Oh, Cars 3, the opening scene. There's like a fucking special agent car that's like sneaking onto a yacht.
No, that's the second one.
Okay,
and that one's bullshit.
Yeah, I can't get through that.
No, it's bad. I never saw Brave. Is Brave good?
No, it's all right.
Okay, so then would we put Brave into the bad category?
Sure.
Okay, so we got 2. Monsters University was fun. Inside Out was great.
I liked it.
I didn't see The Good Dinosaur, but I heard it was good.
Oh, I didn't see The Good Dinosaur.
It did well in box office too. And then Finding Dory, Cars 3, Coco, Incredibles 2, Toy Story 4.
Wait a minute. Is Coco Pixar? Because maybe that's a big fuck you to the point I tried to make.
What?
About the singing.
Yeah, it is a Pixar.
Okay.
I guess it does make a big fuck you.
Yeah.
And it's the guy you like, Michael Giacchino.
But it's the only one, I think. I want to say it's the only Pixar movie with song.
Mm-hmm. And it kind of had to be.
But I don't know. Actually, I don't know about the Encanto.
Encanto's not Pixar.
Oh, there was one with like a dragon with Aquafina. That one sucks.
Is that Onward?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
That one stunk.
And then Luca. I heard Turning Red was great.
Wait.
Lightyear did bad.
Is Turning Red the movie that's just about anger?
It's the panda one.
Oh, I didn't see Turning. There's so many I haven't seen now. I didn't see Turning Red. I didn't see. Shit, there was another one that came out.
Onward, Luca, Elemental, Lightyear.
Wait, Elemental?
That one just came out. That's like the whole city where they're elements. So there's like fire and water and ice, and then like.
I didn't see Wish either.
Yeah, I didn't see that one either.
Oh, you know what? One. Fuck, I keep having it on the tip of my tongue and I lose it.
Soul.
Not Soul.
Here, I'll read you in the last 10 years we've gotten.
What is the one where they're like fucking aliens or some shit? Orcs. They're like orcs. This came out in 2020.
The movie on Netflix, Bright, with Will Smith?
No. It's a Pixar movie, but they're orcs.
Are you talking about Trolls?
No. I would have said trolls. These are orcs. I know my mystical creatures.
Okay, all right. So you're right. It says Onward.
Okay, is that... Yeah, then that's not
or
the one...
Homeward? No, Onward.
Who's in it?
It's a animated
The Spider-Man guy plays... Tom Holland is in the one I'm talking about.
Okay, let me look.
Just look up Tom Holland Pixar. Yeah. It might be Onward.
Onward, yes, it's Onward.
Yeah, that one stinks.
Okay, yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah, so they got like Onward's not good. I heard Lightyear was pretty
But what's
bad.
the one with the dragons?
That's Luca.
No, Luca was like water creatures.
I don't... How to Train Your Dragon?
No. See, there's a lot of them now. There's one with Aquafina. Do that. Aquafina
Okay.
Pixar movie.
My bad. Aquafina Pixar movie. Sorry to the listeners. This is just us. Raya and the Last Dragon.
Raya sucked.
Yeah, so that's not a Pixar movie. That's a Disney movie.
Okay. I didn't see Lightyear, but I heard they had like a weird like agenda, LGBTQ.
Yeah, I think that was the big thing. There was like a kiss scene between like a woman and a woman.
That doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, but I remember there was a big thing where they were like movie theaters in Arkansas were putting up signs being like, parents, like, we have a time stamp. We're going to pause the movie and skip the part with the kiss, like, to try and keep your kids from this.
Yeah, there's a reason why no one wants to go to Arkansas. Wow, we're boring people, dude.
Yeah.
You don't want to see 2 fucking hot chicks make out? They weren't ugly.
No.
It was Pixar, but...
Yeah, but they drew them nice.
I've seen Nani. I've seen Miss Incredible. I know what they're doing over there.
Yeah.
I know they love putting the cake on these hoes.
They like making them voluptuous.
Yeah, they do.
Beautiful women.
They do, and that's for the dads, and you know it is.
Yeah. They're smart. They're selling to everyone.
Well, like I remember, did you ever go see a movie with your pop and you look over and he's just swanked?
What do you mean?
Like passed out.
Oh,
when
dude,
I saw the
time.
SpongeBob movie, I'm a goofy gooba.
Yeah.
My dad knocked out 15 minutes, and then he always does that was a good one. That was a really good movie. It's like, come on. I know you were asleep. You were a chaperone here. You weren't here to see the movie. You did your job.
Yeah, my dad used to do that. My dad like still does that. And the worst is he's like, I can't see night movies. I'm too sleepy.
Matinees only.
And then he'll fall asleep in the matinee.
And now you're just
still.
groggy at 4.
Yeah, now I'm just like, cool. We like weirdly lost most of our day to seeing this movie that you slept through. The worst was when I was a kid. He picked me up from school. I was probably in like 8th grade, and he took me to go see Lincoln, which is like a long, boring movie for an 8th grader.
I have such a similar story.
And my dad slept through like the entire fucking. And I remember just being like,
you saw like with Daniel Day-Lewis?
Yeah. I'm like 11 and I'm like, bro, this blows cock.
Score in 20 years. Anytime you watch a Lincoln movie, it's very disappointing to find out that his voice was like that.
Yeah.
Because they do have a recording of his voice and it's not impressive. But I was a Catholic. I am a Catholic. I don't really go to church, but I was confirmed. And for my confirmation, my uncle flew out. He was my sponsor, and they took me out of school that day. My dad and my uncle.
Yeah.
I was a freshman in high school, and
Dude, I got confirmed in high school also.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was late. You got baptized?
No, I don't think that's late.
Oh wait, yeah. No, I did. When did you get baptized? When you were a baby?
Yeah.
Oh, I got baptized when I was like.
Oh, was it at one of those like
old.
super camps?
No, it was like in the church.
Where they do it.
They gave me a Saturday.
in like a wave pool.
No.
Like
I
the
wanted
righteous
to get
gemstones?
Confirmed because I was dating a Catholic girl.
That's always what it is.
And so then I had to get You have to be baptized to get your sacraments and all that shit. And
I know a girl that not transitioned, but she became a Mormon. What is that called?
Transition.
Okay, yeah. Transitioned into being a Mormon, did the actual shit, like went to all the missions and all that stuff, like became a Mormon for her boyfriend, who at the end of it all dumped her, and now they are sleeping together, but he's a married man. It's very funny, and she's just a Mormon for no reason. I get a laugh at it.
That's awesome.
But they took me out of class. Can you look up the latest? Maybe it's not the latest. I think there's a Russell Crowe Robin Hood. If we could,
a 2010 film?
Yes. That's when I was a sophomore in high school, 2010. So I was a sophomore. But yeah, we went and saw that. And I just remember my uncle bought me a Toll House ice cream sandwich. And then the three of us all passed out. We were the only ones in this theater.
Yeah.
We all passed out.
No.
All three of us got woken up by the person who was there to sweep. Like one of the employees, like, hey guys, the movie's over. You guys all passed out. And then we all just like drove. It was like we all like drove home so jovially. Like it was such a nice nap. Like it was like a nice experience. Like we all just passed out and then went home.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour and 20-minute movie.
Yeah.
So that's
nice
a long
nap. I was supposed to be in social studies.
Dude, getting to ditch school was the fucking sweetest.
Dude, my mom pulled me out and took me to Disneyland once. Wow. Pulled me and one of my buddies. So like in class on a Friday, you get like the call. Like I don't know, like. The office would call the teacher and they'd be like, all right, Brandon and Matt, my buddy's name was Brandon. Mm-hmm. Also the guy who we talked about this recently, he was the dude that like, we're no longer friends because in junior high, he hacked into my MySpace and made me gay. And I like stopped going on MySpace. So for like a year, it was just like because you could put like porn on MySpace. So like there's dudes fucking on my MySpace. Nice. I was like out of the closet. I had no idea. And then the rest of my high school campaign was me trying to convince people I wasn't gay. It was tough.
That's brutal.
But yeah, we got pulled out of class, dude, and we went and we like stayed at the hotel at Disneyland, did both parks for the weekend. So like all these kids are seeing us leave for the day. We're like deuces, bitches, and like, oh my god, bro, such a good memory.
The only thing better besides that maybe is coming back to school with like McDonald's and just being like, "What's up, you fucking peasants?"
That is a good one, dude.
Yeah.
When your mom would bring you like lunch from off. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, that was crazy.
Yeah,
that was
enjoy
good.
your square slice of pizza, fuckheads.
Were you buying lunch or Pat Brown bag?
Buying lunch.
You were buying lunch?
Cafeteria. I mean, it was like pretty. I remember it was like I think my parents would give me like $5, and I think it was like lunch was like $3.50 or something. Like
I went both ways. I have memories of me having a lunch box, never a brown bag. I had a lunch box.
Yeah,
with a Yankee lunch box because I was young.
Metal?
Not metal.
Aluminum?
But then you would have the little cooler that you would top it. No, it was like a
paper,
like plush.
Whatever. Yeah, plush. Yeah.
It's like a fucking purse.
Beanie Baby.
Yeah. That was like a thing in elementary school. You'd put your backpack down. You'd have to put your old lunchbox would like go on a table or something.
Yeah, I bought lunch like all of elementary school, but then when I was in high school, I would like pack lunches because my dad would be like, I'd need like so much food that it was like cheaper to just pack it.
In high school, would you do like the 50 cent? Could you guys have 50 cent cookies, chocolate chip?
Dude, yeah, the cookies in elementary school were like the greatest cookies in the world for some reason. I wish I remembered what brand
My
they
mouth's
were.
watering. I just remember buying these fucking cellophane wrapped cookies for 50 cents.
Yes, okay, and they were like chocolate chip cookies.
And just like soft baked and delicious.
Dude, yes.
So
And
like the best cookie you could ever have.
Yeah, and if like the lunch ladies were lacking that day, they'd still be a little frozen. You could tell them that they pulled them out of the fridge or freezer like only 30 minutes ago.
Dude, so my mom runs the lunch program at a high school. And when I was in high school, I would come home and there would be like all the snacks that she would be able to bring home that like expire the next day. And I would just have like, it was like a little salad shaker type thing.
Oh, shit.
The little chicken sandwiches.
Did you ever have the Maxi cheese sticks?
Yes, dude.
Those were so good.
Yes, I know the Max. I think we still have those in my fridge right now.
Yeah, but like, you know what I'm talking about. The fucking like kind of my skin tone colored cheese sticks. Like,
they're kind of like sweating a little.
Yeah, they were always in like a pool of sweat is the best way to describe
they're sweating.
And at my school, there was a first choice and then there was a second choice, and second choice was always Maxi cheese sticks, like every day.
Dude, we would always have like a triangle hash brown.
Ooh.
For like the potato option, and
That's
we had this Chinese lady for my entire elementary career, and she would always be like, "Do you want the potato?" And I think of that all the time. That's like anytime I see a triangular hash brown, which you don't.
Yeah.
You tend not to.
Did you guys have little bags of croutons?
I think we did.
So like we had the bags of like the square croutons for your salad. Dude, those were like, I mean, they're so good. And
dude, so the way that I'm wondering if this is similar to you actually finished that.
The kids would like crave them, and like, you know, you get the crazy kids that would steal like a packet or two, and kids would get caught with them and lose recess, and you know, they were like the greatest thing ever.
You just fucking sparked a memory that I had buried down, dude. I got caught with a peanut butter pack in boot camp. Took it from the fucking mess hall. Whew, that was a bad day from me.
What was your punishment?
I did push-ups in a pool of my puke. In front of everybody. Like
they just made you.
Well, we did these things called 10 counts, and it's like a burpee, but then you drop down, and every point is like, so it's like the burpee would be 1.
Yeah.
The land is 2. Drop to the ground 3. Kick your leg out 4. Push up 5. Legs to the left 6. Legs back 7. Legs to the right 8. Legs back 9. Pop up 10. 1. Yeah. So I did like 50 of those, and then they just did push-ups till puke. Luckily, and that was what they said. They're like, "You're gonna go till you puke." And luckily, your boy's got a little trigger that I could turn it on or off.
Yeah.
I got a pussy ass stomach. So
what happens in that situation if you're one of those people that can't puke? Like certain people can't throw up.
Yeah, eventually, like we're on a schedule, so we're gonna get up.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Yeah, I can't imagine.
It was dude. And then one time, I got caught twice. One time red-handed. The other time, I crushed a cookie. We had cookies in the mess hall for dessert, and they were in like, again, just one like little cellophane wrap. And I went to the bathroom, and I crushed this snickerdoodle, just fucking destroyed it. Put the wrapper in the toilet, and I fucking forgot to flush it. And this was right after we cleaned the bathrooms. So like our drill instructor walked in to inspect the bathrooms, and he sees the wrapper in there, and then he comes out, he fishes the wrapper out of the fucking toilet. He like comes out, this wrapper is like dripping, and in front of everyone he was like, "Who the fuck?" He's like, he declares that he's found the wrapper, and he's like, "By the way, the person who did," he was a real southern guy, he's like, "The person who did this, fucking coward. They're not going to come forward. I know they're not going to come forward. They're a fucking pussy. They're not going to admit it." And I'm just sitting there like,
how do you know I was a pussy?
It was me. Yeah. I didn't come forward, of course not.
Yeah.
But like, dude, when you're the guy and everyone's like, "Who the fuck did it?" And like, you know it's you. Like, are they looking at me? It was bad.
Because in that situation, is there a way out of it? Like, can you just lie?
I'm wondering, I should have just been like, "It was me. It was me."
Yeah.
But then, like, you run the risk. So, like, if you got caught doing something, you would get what was called AS mode. And I don't know what it stood for, but you would get kicked back to another unit. That like another class that just came in.
So you get, like, almost demoted?
You have to start over boot camp, essentially. And then, so, like, your parents are thinking you're graduating next week. And, like, hey, your son's going to be here for another 2 months because he fucked up and ate a cookie.
Yeah.
And, like, that would be... So it's like, I can't raise my hand.
You can't just... Yeah, you can't get pissed.
I'd rather us all get fucked right now. I'm sorry,
so what
boys.
ended up happening?
We all just did push-ups and sit-ups and shit. But it's like some of these guys... Listen, I don't know about you guys. I'm trying to come out of here jacked.
Yeah.
Towards the end, we started getting in trouble on purpose because it was like, dude, we're like... Our family's going to see us in a week. Like...
Yeah, there's girls who think about going home.
Yeah. We're all single. We're eating pineapples, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Make the cum sweet.
Did when you went home, because remind me what branch you were in again?
I was in the Navy.
Navy.
So for anyone that was going to fucking check me, it's not called drill instructor in the Navy, but that's just the layman term.
Yeah, thank you for using it.
Yes.
He's using it for me, asshole.
Yes, yeah.
So then when you went home, I know you're not supposed to. Did you wear like your Navy uniform out to like the bar? And
dude,
stuff?
so like, it's so funny. The only time you really have pride is when you come home from boot camp and haven't done anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I come home, I got this high and tight. I have my fucking dog tags out of my shirt. I'm like telling people like I fight for your freedom. Like I'm such a fucking tool, such a douchebag.
Yeah,
like,
because how long are you? Sorry to keep it on.
No.
How long are you, like, after boot camp to deployment? How long is that?
It all depends. It all depends on what your job is. Everyone at boot camp has a different job. So you go to boot camp to learn how to be in the military, and then they send you off to what is in Navy called the A school, and you learn your technical job.
Okay.
And then they send you to a command where then you can be deployed. The Navy has so many different communities. I was in the surface community where I was on a ship out to sea, and then from there I went to an expeditionary community when it was boots on ground, like more warfight. We were a riverine unit, and we were doing like security for American assets that were going in and out of a harbor in Dubai, and we were just making sure that, like, because there's like the boats that'll just fucking just suicide bomb like a Navy ship, and so we're just mowing them down with the 50 cals.
Damn.
So, like, for me, I got out of boot camp, and then they sent me to San Antonio. I know what you're thinking, Navy, no ocean in San Antonio.
No.
That's what I thought, too.
Were you patrolling SeaWorld?
No. Yeah, I was on Shamu detail. But no, I was on, all of the medics, which are called corpsmen in the Navy, go to San Antonio to train. I was on a security detail there for all the people that were having legal issues that would get in trouble, like, that would fuck up and, like, underage drink and shit.
Okay, so you go to boot camp for 2 months, and then you come home.
A school for another 2. So I was in Chicago for 4 months.
And then you come home for
15 days.
15 days, 2 weeks. So then you go to San Antonio for
2 years.
2 years, and then you spend 2 years in also Japan. Right?
Then I went to Japan for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then from there I went to Virginia for 3. When I was there, I spent 8 months in Dubai.
Oh shit!
I deployed to Dubai while I was stationed in Virginia.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Damn. So you were just super douche for those 15 days you were home, just going to bars.
And that's pretty much it. And then the second you get to your command and you realize, like, they're like, you wearing your dog tag? You think you're gonna get shot right now? Like, what the fuck? Like, and people are like talking shit to you, like, dude, grow your hair out. You look ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit. Like, I guess this isn't cool. Like, because it's not cool to us.
Yeah.
Like, if I see a Marine walking down the street looking like fucking high and tight, like, you're a douchebag. Every woman's gonna love him. Mm-hmm. But I was around it.
Yeah, you see through the facade, whereas we're like, wow, he's a soldier, he's enlisting, and you're like, dude, he's a baby. He's still like, he doesn't even know what he's doing.
Well, dude, we talk about like how gay we look in our Navy whites and like how gay like the Navy is and sailors. The second I put on my dress whites and walked outside, every fucking woman within a 5-mile radius, hey, say it, they love it, dude. Wow. The amount of times women were coming up to me in my dress whites it would get overwhelming sometimes. And I look like this, dude. Imagine a Channing Tatum in dress whites, unreal.
Yeah. Just tearing, dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous. And you have like the Fleet Week in New York. I don't know if you heard of that, but like basically all the ships pull into New York and all the sailors go out for like 3 days and drink for free. It's a huge, like, Fleet Week is huge. And like all these women just want to find themselves a sailor boy out in the streets, put on his little Dixie cap hat and just fucking ride those waves home.
Damn.
But I never got to go to Fleet Week.
That sucks. Why not?
Just because it all depends on like where you are and like geographically. And I don't know. I don't even know when it is. I just know it's a thing that I kept missing.
That sucks. We probably got to wrap here in a second, but does Navy have that has that same like do you get cheated on by your girls in the Navy?
Yeah,
still a thing?
Pretty, like, I would say the Navy is actually one of the worst, because for my situation when I was in Japan, for example, and there were people that were living there with their families, and I couldn't believe it. We were forward deployed on our mission was ballistic missile defense, specifically North Korea. So anytime Kim Jong-un would tweet something, we're out, and we have no idea when we're coming back.
Yeah.
One time we left for a 30-day out to sea underway which underway is not a deployment. Like, you're just going out to ocean. You won't port anywhere. You'll come back. We were supposed to be gone for 30 days. We came home 11 months later. It was fucking insane.
For 11 months, you were in the ocean?
Well, we were porting. We went to Guam, a different part of Japan, the Philippines.
But you'd port for like a day?
We ported we were in Sasebo, Japan for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
At one point during that, we pulled into Guam like 4 times, and we would be there at like weeks at a time.
How awesome was it when you would port just to get the fuck off the boat?
Getting off the boat's crazy. You have like wild vertigo. Like, walking through hallways is insane for a week. It's like very crazy. Like, you just feel like you're rocking, and it's like unsettling. And we smell like metal. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great. Like, putting your feet on. Like, I would always take my shoes off and just be like, "Oh
Toes
my
in
god,
the sand.
yeah, dude."
Fuck.
And but sometimes we would pull in, and that's like we'd pull into ports, and that's when we would have the most work to do. Like, because you're loading shit off and unloading, and it's just
you're like prepping the kitchen.
Sometimes those were the hardest work days.
Yeah, fuck that.
Because we've accumulated 45 days of trash. You know, amongst 400 people.
Yeah, that is a fuck ton. Yeah, that is crazy to like tell your family you think you're gonna be gone for 30 days and it turn into a year.
You come back, your daughter has teeth.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
Crazy.
I do get that. And then even like if you weren't living with someone, but you're in like Florida and you go out on one of those runs, like you can. Yeah. I'm sure it's hard to get a hold of people. You you talk to your girl like once every 2 weeks, and
I pull into the Philippines. I can't just use my phone.
Yeah,
you know, like
You'd use like a sat
I gotta go
phone.
find Wi-Fi or something. And like dude, and I'll say, like, when the shit happened, when I got into a crash on a boat and a bunch of my friends died. When that happened, we were out to sea for like 11 hours and news was breaking. It's like my mom thought I was dead.
Jesus.
Like, all of my friends and family thought I was dead. I'm like getting emotional thinking about this, but
yeah, that's crazy.
That was like, and I like had no way to like let them know, and like I'm still fighting to survive. Like I still thought I was gonna die, and like my parents don't know I'm alive, and like I think that was like the most like sad I've ever felt.
Yeah, their emotion. That's
shit's
crazy.
Heavy, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, and by the way, I'm not justifying anybody cheating on a military member. If you do that, you should go to hell and burn.
Oh yeah.
But then again, dude, like I've said this on this podcast before. I had fucking chiefs that I look up to. We get overseas, wedding ring comes off.
Yeah.
And this woman's back home raising your children, worried about you every single fucking night, and you're banging foreign nationals. It's disgusting to me.
Yeah, no, it's a crazy. Both sides are bad. That's fucking wild. This is a fun episode.
Yeah, this was a good one.
We talked a lot. We talked about a lot of crazy shit. From favorite Pixar movies, fighting crackheads.
I know, it really went full circle there.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, that's an hour, right?
Yeah, we're
yeah.
Once we cut everything, this will probably be like we're like right at the hour mark.
All right.
Now.
So for anyone who lives, so what we're doing now is it'll be every other episode's gonna be me and Brandon, and then the off ones are gonna be a guest with Brandon producing.
Yep.
That's just how we're going to do it now. That's how me and Nico did it. That's how we started this shit. I like just the powwow. No pressure on the days where it's just you and me. It's very nice. I don't have to worry about someone being here.
Yeah.
And I'm always bad at scheduling. You know that. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Works out perfect for me.
But yeah, I'm at the creek in the cave tonight. You won't. That doesn't matter. But yeah, follow me on Instagram. Bunch of shit going on. More scooter videos coming.
Yep.
Cabin stocks.
Woof woof.
Whatever you got, Brandon, plug it.
Dude, yeah, just follow me on Instagram. That's where I post all my shows. If you're in Austin, want to come see something, check out my podcast, all that. Love you guys. Bye. Woof woof.